But we are ready to get insightful talk with another amazing lady whose products are completely different. But like we said, we're gonna get to know again more the person behind the product. Please just again, like in the first part, you were amazing. You were listening, you were present. Be present now again. Give round of applause to Inger Udeküll. There we go. Noni, good morning.
Good morning.
Or is it afternoon already? Yes, we're getting closer to noon. Wonderful. As you can see, I noticed already Inger came a bit earlier, so she can sense the vibe. So what we're doing here. So how do you feel right now?
Actually, I feel quite good.
Very good.
It's nice to be here. Thank you.
Nice. I'm checking her microphone. I can't really. Let's try again. Did you arrive here by car or by bus?
By bus.
By bus.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear her? Just say check 1 2.
Check 1 2.
Okay, very good, very good. So you came by bus?
Yes.
I did too. Actually, today I walked here, but from Pärnu I came by bus. And are you ready to answer some questions?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course. Always.
Always very, very good. So, shall we? I'll get the important parts and we're ready to start. Let's again get back to your childhood. Okay, yes. And the first question would be, do you remember activities and things that brought you the most joy when you were a child?
Yes, I remember that the most I enjoyed just playing outside. Mm-hmm. Every day since early morning till late night, all I wanted to do is play outside with my friends. This is what I love to do the most.
So we have something in common, because I guess we come from the same era.
Exactly.
But this is true. I mean, outside there's no place like they say, there's no place like home, but there's no place like outside.
Exactly.
Okay. If you think back, mm-hmm. then who were your role models when you were a kid?
Definitely my mom. Unfortunately, she's not alive anymore, but she still is. I mean, I am the lucky person who had this wonderful, happy, affectionate and warm childhood, which has helped me a lot in later life also. So definitely my mom.
What was your mom's name?
Endla.
Endla. And actually, like she's just, like Inger said, because I know her a bit, and this is truly amazing how the childhood always affects the person's growth, the personal growth, the development, the way you are as a person. And Inger also is very affectionate, very warm, very like open and kind person. So I mean, it really clicks now. Thank you. Okay, what kind of a person were you when you were in your teens, like their age? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I remember the time quite well because it was really interesting times. But I remember that as a teen, I was really purposeful, determined. I can't say a word confident because I think that confidence and teen years don't match quite well. But let's say determined, and I always knew what I wanted to do or what my purposes are. I didn't know exactly that I'm going to be this or that. I didn't know that very long time. But somehow I have always had this thought back in my head that I want more. Mm-hmm. I can't put my finger on what I want, but I still have it. I want more. Mm-hmm. I want to go further. I want to do better, and this pushes me all the time. So, and I had this in my teens also.
Okay.
I had my opinion already then, and I told it when I needed to say my opinion.
That's very good to know, and that is I like that the fact that you brought up that the teens and confidence don't go together. Usually it doesn't, and that's okay. So whenever you feel, any of you feels like you're not confident enough, that is okay, because you are changing and you are getting the confidence by experience and by learning new things and about yourself. So if you're not confident enough right now, that is okay. You know, you're not an outcast. So thank you for bringing that up. Let's see. Oh, yes, please. What did you do or where did you go when you felt stressed or overwhelmed? When you were younger, yeah.
Younger. I don't think I had any special activity. I remember that I always have been quite calm or try to be in balance. I don't show much my feelings, but probably when I felt overwhelmed, I was with my mom or talked to her, because we were like later in life also really good friends. I could always talk to her, and probably this helped me to calm down or find the balance or find the inner peace to get it back. I don't think I had the special activity. It's more like when you're out of yourself, you have to come back and find the zone where you're comfortable at. So yes, I can't say that there was any special activity, and there is none today also.
Okay, but I love the fact that you brought out that you talk to your mom, and you know that. Don't keep these things inside yourselves. And again, grateful for bringing that topic up. We need to share whatever is bubbling inside with a person we can trust. Definitely. And it is the most important thing. And it doesn't make us failures, but we need to get it out of our system and talk. Okay, thank you. Now we're moving on to you as an entrepreneur. So what is your intention or a purpose as an entrepreneur?
Probably why I became an entrepreneur is to do something that I love, earn my living with it, and to be happy. I mean, to do what you like previous talker just said, you just have to do what you love, and you are really, really happy and fortunate if you can do that. So, and when I can offer something really good to others, making money, doing business, then it's great.
And this recalls me back memory, because I met Inger when she was running a cafe in Pärnu, and the way you talked about coffee was the way I had never heard anybody talk. You know, she was all in, and it's amazing to see. You know, it's visible to everybody if you do something with your heart. You know, not for the money only. So that is true up until today with these amazing products. I'll just change the slide as well. There we go. What are your values and beliefs that are the driving force behind your everyday life?
I believe probably to become better every day. I want to be better in every field, as a person, as an entrepreneur, as bring new and better products to the market, to become a better mom, whatever, better partner. So it's just to learn every day and just to enjoy life also. Because for me, it's not just doing business from morning till night and just working. Entrepreneurship is always working 24/7, but you have to enjoy life at the same time, because life passes you by, but you remember the good times. So altogether, this enjoying life and becoming better in every way.
That is true. Thank you. And becoming, like she said, also being a better mom. Our offices are not too far from each other, 3 doors down. We are in the same building manufacturing things. Anyway, but she has this cute little daughter. Whenever, you know, whenever she comes to the corridor, you can hear the giggles and the laugh, and it's amazing to see when parents take the kid to work, you know, so the kids also learn, because you're a role model for her. Most certainly, most definitely. Yep. Thank you. Did you do entrepreneurial things when you were a youth, a teenager?
No, I can say no.
Okay.
I didn't even think about that then. This entrepreneurship came much later to my life. I didn't know very long time what I wanted to do. Even when I graduated from high school, I didn't know. So I didn't think about that. So it does not mean that if you're not doing some great ideas having today, that it won't happen, like, never. So no.
Thank you. And to all of you who have these thoughts that I don't know exactly what I want to do or who I want to become, you are in a perfect spot. Because you're always becoming, and you always have the ability to make this decision. So don't feel bad if you don't have a great business idea right now, or if you don't know if you want to be a full-time amazing employee or an entrepreneur. Because I do believe that you can be an employee as well with entrepreneurial spirit. And that's a good thing.
Definitely.
Thank you. But do you remember, in that case, do you remember the time when you knew that, okay, now it's the time, I want to become an entrepreneur?
Yes, I remember.
Okay.
I remember I was an employee in a really great company, but in some point I realized that I want more freedom. I have this thing that I'm not a really good employee, as I have my own opinions, and when somebody tells me something to do that I don't agree with, I'm not going to do it. So, and that means a lot of arguing, and it's not always good when you're an employee. So I knew that that only way out of this is becoming an entrepreneur. So I would say that probably this was like 16, 17 years ago when I realized that I wanted to become, but at the time I didn't have any ideas. So I just knew that this is the only way out from this regular work. And
so that was early 20s?
Yes, somewhere in the middle, yeah.
Okay. See, again, you still have time. Very good. Okay, now you actually kind of answered that, but what was your primary motivation for starting business? That was
to become free.
To
be my own master.
Very good. So what were your first steps as an entrepreneur?
First steps. It just happened, actually, if to be sure. I remember that the last job I had in a company, I came away from there and I didn't know exactly what's going to happen next. Just one day I thought, no, this is enough for me. And then happened, just life happened. Probably because in my mind, somewhere subconsciously, I was looking for opportunities. And then happened that I came to Pärnu, where my partner was working, and there was an opportunity to open a cafe. So we took it. It just came to us, and we said, yes, we're going to do it. And this was the first time, I believe.
It's good. It is. I mean, I also truly believe in that once you make up your mind, you know, in which way you want to go, then it doesn't magically happen, but there's going to be the silver lining. And it feels like all of a sudden, oh, it just came to me. But actually, no, you were rewired before, because you knew that I'm going this way and this is what I want to do. And then it all comes together beautifully. What are currently your biggest fears?
Biggest fears?
Let's say as an entrepreneur. I'll make it easier.
Of course, you're always afraid of failure, because so many things can happen. And all the time I'm afraid of something, that maybe my package won't arrive, my products get, I don't know, broken. But the biggest, it's just overall failure, I guess. But when you go on this road, then you realize that happens what happens, and every failure is just something that happens, and you will learn from it.
That is the most important thing. I love this one thing that they say about failure, like fail, means first attempt in learning. Okay, like if you take the letters, fail, first attempt in learning. So you just made a decision or a step that didn't work. So you know that this doesn't work. So you test, like Marilyn said also, you test and you test another one and you make another step and another one. And this is the most important thing to do. And regarding the failure, can you share one of the failures that really moved you?
I remember the cafe was not my first. Now I remember I tried to do business in shoe business. I remember I wrote a business plan. I got funded. It seemed like everything was perfect, but I understood that this is not what I want to do. I didn't know anything about it, and no matter that the business plan was really good, the real life is completely different, and I realized that this is not what I wanted to do. So this was probably the biggest failure as an entrepreneur. But I learned that you really need to know what you're doing, or you have to at least love what you do. You never know, but you have to love what you do.
So we're coming, you see, she said it differently, but the idea is the same, the passion towards what you do. This is what gets you through the difficult times as well. When it's easy, when the times are good, then it's flowers and butterflies. But when it's go and get stuff, that's when the power of passion kicks in.
Exactly.
And you don't give up.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you. Now, my lady, how do you deal with criticism?
Criticism is this interesting thing, because I think criticism is just someone's opinion, like they said before. I have learned probably from life experience and with age that actually it doesn't matter what others think. So you should just this is the way you should find it. This is just someone's opinion. We all have opinions, hundreds and thousands, and it's normal. We should have, but you shouldn't care. I would say that criticism is a quite negative thing, because if you ask someone who is an expert or truly someone you wanted to get advice from, they will never criticize you, because they always first say what you are doing well, and then you guide you gently through where you should go, but they will never criticize you. People who criticize are usually people who don't do anything themselves. So just don't care. So they have an opinion, so let them have it, and that's it.
I do agree with that. Great thing that you brought this up, because that's the thing to remember, that those who do as well passionately whatever they do, they never criticize you. Inger said it correctly. Those who don't, they have millions of hours in a way to find like everything that is wrong with you or with your product.
Exactly.
And just keep on, just put it here in the hard drive of your mind. What does your typical workday look like? Let's take just a one day.
You're constantly solving problems. This is what entrepreneurship is. You constantly struggling with yourself and solving problems all day long. Usually it's very different. It depends on if we have this production work or it's behind a computer day. So usually in the morning you do some really quick emails that need to be answered, or you go straight to work and start manufacturing work, bottling and packaging and so on. But it's really different. There is no routine, of course. This manufacturing work, of course, is really routine. But that's how it is. You have to accept it. But let's say that you're constantly solving problems, I would say.
You're an excellent problem solver. And there is no such thing as, again, like Marilyn also said, that you from 9 to 5.
No. It's 24/7. It's a lifestyle.
Exactly.
It's not work. It's your lifestyle.
Amen. That is true. And create your own lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen. How do you keep yourself balanced today?
I find balance doing things I love. One thing is work. Of course, I love that, but it all can be overwhelming at some times. So the best thing is to spend time with my family. My family is the most important for me. I love good food. I'm a foodie, so good food, my friends, enjoying good company, doing my hobby is playing tennis. So I do a lot of, I go to the tournaments, I practice. So this is where also I can let it all out of me. So just balance between all this. I have many other activities beside my company. So sometimes it just can be so much. So I try to balance everything that I mentioned.
And it is possible. Sometimes when you think of if you listen to her, it seems like overwhelming. That like how or when can you do all that? But as it is in the lifestyle, it really the lifestyle has this deeper meaning to it because it's your life and it's the way you live. And it's just, for you, it comes, as an entrepreneur, I know myself, it comes naturally. And you don't count hours or whenever, you know, when the clock strikes 5 or 6, your like pencil drops and you're out. It doesn't go like that.
No, never.
Because, you don't check out from your life unless you, yeah. But let's see. Oh, yes. I love quotes, and I do hope that you too, ladies, because they are the perfect kick when we need, especially if we don't have time to read books. Do you have any favorite quote that inspires you, or?
I would say there is 2.
Okay.
One is really big things start to happen when you get out of your comfort zone. This is definitely true. I always thought it's such a cliche, but really it is so. And the second one is, I think Bob Proctor has said that the entrepreneur is someone who is willing to live a life that no one else wants until he or she can live a life that no one else can. So I think it's very well said. Why are we entrepreneurs and how hard it is actually. The first years are really difficult and hard.
That is true. But this is the other side. When you finally reach a goal in the eyes of the others, then quite often you might hear that, oof, you know, it happened. Nothing happens like that. Never happens. Luckily, it won't ever happen. Because if it would be like, there you go, then you wouldn't appreciate it at all. Because, it has a different meaning.
I agree.
You as a woman, if you have to describe yourself as a woman, what would you say?
Actually, it's really hard for me to take this woman apart from everything else. I more see myself as this whole person. Being a woman is great, I really like it, but I can't say that I'm quite, as a woman I'm different from the person I am. So it's really hard for me to answer. I really don't know.
In that case, I'll make it easier.
Okay.
I'll just a little bit make a different angle. You as a human being, what kind of a human being are you? If you would have to describe yourself to somebody.
I would say I'm passionate, sometimes stubborn. It's funny because when you ask this, today I describe myself a little bit differently than, let's say, 5 years ago or 10 years ago.
Perfect, because you change.
Yes, today I would say I have my own opinion. I'm not afraid to say it, even if it's not popular. And I think I'm determined. If I have thought what I want, I will go for it, no matter what. I try to be a kind person, a good person. I would like to think that I am, but always you can be always better, I'm sure. But yes, these were, I think, the main characteristics, what I would like to be or what I am. So I think it's the same if I would be a man or a woman, it doesn't really matter.
Very good, very good. Thank you. And 2 last questions. Who is the man you look up today and who has inspired you the most? Or men? It really doesn't have to be one, actually.
Probably my partner and the father of my child, because I like to look up to people who I really personally know. I don't have this these famous people that of course I respect and admire a lot of people, but I personally like to admire more people I know. So I have many among friends these people that I admire, but male, I would say my partner.
I wish he would hear that right now, like, because usually when partners say that to the other part, about their partner, they're always, you know, did she really say that? You know, I wish he could hear that. So.
And I will also add here, it's because if you're an entrepreneur, it affects all your family. It's not just you. And he has helped me so much during this road. So you really can't be a really successful entrepreneur if your partner or anybody around you does not
support.
Yes. So this is really important. Choose wisely.
Choose wisely your partners. That's that is so true. And if needs be, changes are needed to be made.
Exactly. Yes.
Yep. And the last one, who is the woman you look up today or have looked up?
Again, my mom. Definitely. I have friends, definitely females, who I also look up to because they are so active and so great people, and they can manage everything. They're entrepreneurs, they are moms, they are just great people, great friends. So actually there are quite a lot of people who I really admire.
And she answered it beautifully. Even, you know, we all have friends and people we know who are doing excellent. And really, instead of being jealous of them, be grateful, be happy for them. The most important thing, one of the most important abilities, is to be happy for others. And know that you have your own timing and your own way to reach your goals. But the first, your life changes so much towards better if you really authentically are happy for others when they're doing great, because you know that it's not easy to do great. You need to juggle so many spheres in life.
So I would say that jealousy is actually a good thing. I have always thought that if somebody is very successful or has this, I don't know, beautiful house, beautiful car, I'm thinking not because I'm jealous in a bad way, but I think, oh, that's great, but why can't I have it?
Exactly.
Just do yourself better and you will have it. But you don't have to bring others down to feel better.
So it's the positive jealousy she's talking about.
Exactly. We are always jealous, and this is normal that we are, but just the way you use it.
That is correct. So to be positively jealous, that's correct. Now, and I'm pretty sure that we will have at least 3 ladies who have questions to Inger. Oi! Oh, we have more! Yay! The mic gets moving from the back.
So what is or even was your favorite drink since you were a child?
Drink? Probably water. We didn't have much at that time, so I don't remember that I had any weight. Maybe something that my grandmother made. Some kisel, I don't know.
Yeah, you know kisel?
Yeah, probably something like that.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Hi. So how and when you realized that this is exactly what you want to do?
It really happened during a little bit longer period. I just started doing something and it just went on and on. When we had this cafe, I started doing tonic water. We also, besides this Ingel sodas, we also produce tonic water mixture. And we tried to do something special for our customers. And it just happened that some customers really liked it, they wanted to buy it with them, so we had to think about packaging and so on. So it just went on like this. So when we finished with cafe, then I started to find other drinks to manufacture. So it just went on like this. But probably when we closed the cafe and I knew that what's going to happen now, then I decided that, okay, I will go on with the drinks and we start to produce them in a larger quantity. Then I probably knew that this is what I wanted to do, because otherwise I wouldn't have done it, because it's hard.
Thank you.
I have two questions. You said you always want to do better and you want to be better and do more, but like, does it sometimes leave you in like in an endless loop where you like don't feel satisfied when you always want to achieve more? Like, how do you feel peace?
It's like I said, you have to enjoy also life. It's not constantly that I want to be better in everything, but when you achieve something, you have these steps. Now I can see that I have a company. We have come so far. I have an employee in the company. We are producing ourselves. We bought an equipment. It's this like one big thing happens, and then you realize, wow, this is good. But you're still in your head. But I'm not done with. You just wanted to go on. So it's always have been in back of my mind. So, but at the same time, you enjoy life. So this helps you to like be in balance.
Okay, thank you. And what has been the hardest challenge you have conquered as an entrepreneur?
There's so many. I could just stay here and talk about it till the next morning, but probably struggle with yourself. Because things are things and they are like they are, but you always have to think, am I doing more? Should I do less? Should I do more this? Because you have only this 24/7, you don't have more time. And then you are constantly like, what should I do next? You struggle with yourself and you have to step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes it's not easy. You have to push yourself. So probably all things that happen in the company, of course, there are many things that always happening. Like I said, constantly solving problems. And some problems are bigger, some smaller, but I think this is all in our head. So it's like struggle with yourself.
Thank you.
jah. Anname õpetajale ka korraks sõna. Just.
Hello. Excuse me, how many people are employed in your company now?
At the moment, with me, 2.
And how do you see the future of your company?
Of course, we want to grow, become bigger. I would like to hire more people, but this can happen if the turnover will go up, and this will happen if I do more products and so on, so on. So, of course, I have many helpers also, besides employees. You can't have without them anything. But grow, do more, become bigger.
I noticed you. Don't worry. I noticed your hand.
Hello. Can you share with us the most useful advice you have been given?
I have been given. I would say, don't worry. Don't worry too much about things, because usually 90% of times we worry about things that never happen. So when happens, you deal with the problems later. But now, just act. And this is one thing that I would give advice to you, is start acting. If you spend too much time learning that you think that I'm not still good enough, I have to learn this, learn that, some people just keep learning and they will never start acting. You will learn when you act, and just start acting. That is, for me, that was the best advice, and I will give this to you.
And in your opinion, working qualities, what should be in a good business partner?
Good business partner. Who is like good business partner?
Yeah.
I would believe that he has the same values that generally good person, I would say, who is not thinking about just your own needs, but to other needs also. And this talking to people and being open, I would say.
Okay, thank you.
I still see you.
Hello.
Hello.
So my question is, do you have like a need to be strict sometimes in your business and like, you know, like a man?
I don't know. No, because of course you have to have rules. This is important, but I don't believe that I have had a team under me working before, and I believe that I have achieved good results and really good team vibe with not being like overly strict, but with talking to people and to just creating a really good team. But it's not achieved by being overly strict. You have to like find this balance. You have to listen to people, and sometimes give them what they're asking for, and then they will understand that you can't give more. Because, I don't know, you have to just include people to your business. They have to feel that they are part of it. I would say this is the most important. Then you don't have to go around and this is the rule number 1, 2, why aren't you not following it? I can't work with people who are not thinking themselves, or I have to motivate them all the time like this. I won't hire this kind of people. It won't last for long.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
And I have a question. If there any advice you can give to freshers in the entrepreneurship?
Like new entrepreneurs,
Yeah, the new
start
voice
acting,
one.
like
Yeah.
I said. Just start acting. Don't worry about too much about, I don't know, do you know enough? You're never enough. So just start doing. You will learn everything on the road.
Thank you very much.
Kärt, tütar läheb selle triibulisega, tema, jah.
Has the opinion of your family and friends changed from the moment when your idea appeared till you had your own business?
My opinion about family and friends?
Yes.
No. It hasn't changed because, no, it hasn't. They are the same people still.
Okay, and the second question, do you think is it good or not to start a business with someone, with your friend or with your relative?
I have an experience. Yes, that's not a good idea, I would say. It depends. Is it like he's like? It depends, but very often I think it's not really good idea because I have seen a lot of really long friendships that just won't happen because you have to regulate so many things. I think it's possible, but very often it depends on the people. So really hard to say, but very often no, I would say.
And just on the contrary, I would say I was at the same opinion until 2 years ago because we have a business with my boyfriend of 15 years and his brother. And I was also very afraid to go into because of those stories. But eventually, like she said, start acting, start doing, and then you will see what happens. And I would say after 2.5 years, I couldn't ask for anything better.
No, I agree with the partner because we have been
Exactly.
in a cafe with my partner.
Yeah.
But as to my friends or relatives, it's
Yeah.
tricky. Yeah.
Correct.
It depends on so many things.
It really does. So just don't jump into conclusions based on
definitely.
our opinion.
Yeah, it's not one answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I have heard that some big entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, who weren't good at studies, they dropped out of college, came up with so many great ideas which have affected the whole world. And I wanted to ask you, how did you do at school and were you a good student?
I think I was quite good student, but not because... Just because I wanted more. I wouldn't be happy enough. I remember when I finished high school, I never had better grades than in my last year of high school because it's just that I am. I just said if I get this 3 on my tunnistus, I wouldn't be happy with myself. It's just for myself. So I was quite student. I had this good head that helped me a lot. I didn't study so much at home. There were only a few subjects that I needed to study. I'm not really good at math, so I needed to study this. But I went to the university also. It's the same thing. I wanted more. I wanted to know more. I wanted to do better for myself. That's what drives me to go on. Even at school, it's already was that influenced me.
Thank you.
But it really isn't. I mean, she has a good brain. That's a great thing. But don't be, how to say, don't think that if you're not doing good at school, that you won't be great as an entrepreneur.
No.
You know,
definitely not.
Yeah.
No.
She was just lucky to have a good brain.
Yeah.
Okay, I did see one more hand. Ingel, yep, there was one more. Oh, there was one more. We're gonna say.
So you said sometimes you have to push yourself out of the comfort zone. Can you like tell some story where you have to push yourself out of the comfort zone?
As an entrepreneur or overall?
Overall.
Okay. Probably the last time when I really stepped out of the comfort zone was in autumn when I ran on an election in local government. This was really stepping out of my comfort zone, I remember. But I'm so happy that I did it. It opened so many doors for me that would never have been opened. So I'm saying that step out of the comfort zone and always say yes. If you have an opportunity, say yes. Later you will think, how will I do it? You will do it.
Amen. And this is what also Richard Branson has said. Whenever somebody offers you right now, comes to you with an offer that he probably thinks that you are able to do it, but you in your head, you're like, oh my God, I will never make it. Then say yes.
Yes.
And you will figure it out.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Also, I would like to have one more question for Inger and Errit. What is your biggest fear and how do you use it?
Biggest fear at the moment, it's probably changing at some point. Like I said, failure is, I think, for everybody. But for me, the biggest fear is raising my daughter. So how to do it well. So I'm afraid of fail as a mother. This is probably the biggest fear of all.
And actually, it's not like I'm fearless. But maybe losing the ones that I love the most, my family and my partner. This would be, for me, I know, like, something terrible.
Thanks.
And there was one more. Two.
Okay, so my question to you would be, what was the biggest step that you took in your career path as an entrepreneur?
I really don't have an answer to that because when you're an entrepreneur, it's like this long road. I can't say that I'm a founder of the company, so I evolve with the company. I can't say that there is a point where I felt that, wow, this is like very big step for me, because all the time I'm inside of my company and working with all this. But it's probably more something that people see outside when they probably realize that there is such products out there on the market, and they start to find out, oh, this is the company, oh, she is the founder of the company. Probably somewhere there is this point. But for me, I can't say there is a step.
Okay, and one small question. How long have you owned your business?
When did we start with the cafe?
Was it 2009
maybe?
Something.
Our company. Well, I would say like around 10 years ago. Yeah, something like that.
Wow. Okay, that's very cool. Thank you.
You talked about the importance of planning and rules, but what are the biggest surprises you have experienced in your work?
Biggest surprises. Let me think about that. Really hard question, actually. There are very many surprises, but I would say that very big surprise is actually people are really supportive. I have always thought that maybe if you're an entrepreneur, there are many people who try to bring you down, like we say, are criticizing. But maybe it's more I focus on the positive. But I would say that yes, the people are really friendly actually. And when you talk to them and you are open, then this little bit surprised me. This is actually a really nice surprise.
That is the human nature comes out, that actually we as human beings, come on, we're all like, unless we're hurt, we are friendly and we do want to support whenever somebody asks something, advice or opinion.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that seems, I'm honestly, is it, oh yes, please.
Yes. I have two questions. First about your business. There are very many kinds of drink, of syrup in the field, yes, in the country, in the Europe, yes. And what you can tell about the most important argument for your business in this area, in the concurrence?
Okay.
What is the best for you?
What, you mean why our
yes,
products are, best,
drink,
are different or best? I think our drinks are different. They are natural and they are innovative, which makes them quite different from others. Our branding, our marketing, we try to be different. I would say yes. Drinks are all natural, which are not today so unique, but they are quite innovative. We have worked them out with scientists, Estonian scientists. They helped us to develop this soda. And also our tonic is quite different from regular tonics. So we try to bring products that are somehow different. Is it the tastes or is it the technology or is it the marketing or the label? So we try to always little bit think out of the box. So as you can see, this design is a little bit different from others.
Yes, I wish you this is success in this area. And the personal questions. What is the best holiday for you after the business, after the work?
A holiday.
The best holiday for you.
The best holiday. I like to travel a lot. Recent years I haven't done that, but I like to travel. I have traveled a lot before I had a child with my partner. And I had actually gained many ideas, and probably this drinks idea also I have had from my travels. My perfect travel is somewhere where it's warm, sun is shining, and where I can explore a lot. I'm not the person who goes on a holiday and just laying there. I like to explore, to see new things, to try food, drinks. Like I said, I'm a foodie, so the perfect holiday would be with my best friends, with somewhere sunny and drinking and eating some really good stuff.
It is very creative for you, yes? The holiday and the walk in one moment. To wish you, yes, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Yes, I'm very sorry, but I heard that you like to travel, and my question, just for my bingo, have you been in Uganda?
That's a good one. Where? Uganda. Good one, I love that. Have you been in Uganda?
No, I'm not.
No, she hasn't.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I love your bravery. Okay, round of applause for Inger. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being so patient, and thank you so much for being so actively here and asking so many questions. So, I mean, by the way, as a bonus, if I'm correct, then you all get to try those sodas, and you will be amazed. Trust me. So, how about one more applause to Inger?